Good evening, also good morning. Let us start our evening session. You all can join with me to chant Discourse on Loving Friendliness. Keep your palms together to recite the stanzas. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds, whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will, should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk all life to protect the only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving kindness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment, whether standing, walking, or sitting, lying down, or when awake. One should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision. Removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a comfortable seat. Keep your body upright. Take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Again, take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Your mind is relaxing as well as the body. Cut off the whole world. Come to this moment. This is not the time to pay attention for past experiences or future plans. This moment is full of happiness. No pain, no sorrow, no lamentation. Your happiness is increasing along with mindfulness. Enjoy this moment. Enjoying this moment, let us generate metta to yourself. Scanning your body head to toes through your mind, generate metta to yourself. May I be well, happy and peaceful. You feel wellness, happiness, sorrowlessness, and painlessness. Generate more and more metta to yourself. Shall we share this metta with others? As I am, my family members, friends, relatives, and neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. If there is any unfriendly thoughts of them, let us practice metta along with compassion and equanimity. Let us extend all living beings in this country, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on this continent, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on earth, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings in this galaxy, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. Finally, break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. Human and human living near or far, seen or unseen, born or coming to birth. All living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Practice metta to the universe. Being in this metta development, continue in mindfulness, switch to practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Pay full attention to your inhalation and exhalation. Mindfully breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Pay full attention to your inhalation and exhalation. The mind has become a gatekeeper towards your natural inhalation and exhalation. Painful attention, be aware whether it is a short breath or long breath. See how important the breath is. The life is dependent on the breath. Conventionally, we can talk about the breath, but absolutely there is nothing such a thing to take as a breath. Painful attention, open in your mind, you can see generating, vanishing, generating, vanishing. Breathe in, breathe out. When you start to breathe in, at that moment it has been changing. The breath is not something existing. Breath is impermanent, just a process. You can see as a breath, it is a process. Through this experience, you can see impermanent, suffering, selflessness, all these three characters are there in your breath. The life is depending on the breath, then how would be the reality of your life? Developing your concentration in this manner, you can open your mind to gain wisdom, to see as it is. Take your time and practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Breathe in, breathe out. Dukkhapattaca nidukkha Bhayapattaca nibbaya Sokapattaca nisoka Hontu sabbe pipanino Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Thank you. Okay, dear friends, we are in Dhammapada stanza number 167, starting new Vagga, Loka Vagga, the world. Hīnan dhammang na seveya pamadena na sangvase. Micca ditting na seveya nasya lokavaddano. Nasya lokavaddano. Brief meaning of this stanza is do not follow a life of evil. Do not live heedlessly. Do not have false views. Do not value worldly things. In this way, one can get rid of suffering. In this stanza, there are few things that we're not supposed to follow, that we're not supposed to apply our day-to-day life. Then we can open the path for our own liberation. This is the brief meaning of this stanza. In this stanza, there are few words that we should pay full attention. Hīnan dhammam. This word Hina Dhamma, the word Buddha had been using in few places. Even his first Dhamma sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Buddha explaining Hino Dhammo Potujjaniko Anariyo Anatta Sanghito. There are few things. In here also mentioned Hinan Dhamma. Hinan Dhamman means very low level activities. Low level means which is cause for to reduce your quality. These are the low level activities. Hina Dhamma. Hina Dhammang na seveya. Don't associate. Do not follow life of evil. In Vasala Sutta and Parabhava Sutta, Buddha was explaining what are the that third class activities, third class nature. We are not supposed to apply those low evil lifestyle for our life, because that is not the path which is related to Noble Eightfold Path. We have to keep in our mind all the time what is the path that we are applying. We apply Noble Eightfold Path. Ekayano ayam maggo. This is the one and only path for our own liberation. There is no second path. One and only. Whoever is willing to attain enlightenment, they should apply Noble Eightfold Path. There is no any other path. So, Hinan Dhammang Naseveya, we are not supposed to apply these low evil deeds, low level evil activities. What is the second one? Pamadena na sangvase. Pamadena na sangvase. Pamadena means heedlessly. Heedlessness is the nature of polluted mind. When you get influence of your defilements, as an influence of your defilements, your mind become heedless, heedless mind. You don't have any energy to do anything. Always you are not happy to engage with any of wholesome activities. You don't have energy, you don't have any uh, happy thoughts. Always you have so many disappointed mind status, and you don't want to start any wholesome activities. This is the nature of heedless. Always you are in some kind of dreams because of your heedless. We are not supposed to associate that kind of nature as our lifestyle. Michaditting naseveya. The other one is michaditting. Wrong views. As you know, in Noble Eightfold Path, we start with right views. That is the first step of Noble Eightfold Path. Therefore, michaditting na seveya. You're not supposed to associate wrong views, false views. What are the false views? False views you can see with your polluted mind, when you polluted with your defilements. That is the nature of false views mind. You don't have any confidence with any kind of good deeds. Likewise, the person who is in wrong views, false view, that person not ready to accept even their parents. They're ready to say, who I know, he's my mother, she's my mother, he's my father. He has that kind of doubt, who are living with false views. Then that person is not ready to even think about this life, and there would be a next life in next, uh, according to our karma. They are not ready to believe that because of false views. And they don't believe there is a person who know the reality, who realize the truth. They don't believe it because of their false views. So now they are not thinking about the karma, cause and effect. They don't believe it, cause and effect. They don't not believe, they don't have confidence. They don't have any experience, cause and effect. So in this manner, now you can see how would be the nature of that person who has wrong views, false views. If someone in that kind of mentality, is there any chance to practice wholesome things, to do some wholesome activities for that person? No way, because it's completely blind. When you are away from these false views, then first you have confidence. Yes, she is my mother, he is my father. This world, now we have opportunity to develop our qualities, and also if we are not able to attain enlightenment, there would be another life after the death. You have that confidence, and you have confidence of the karma. You have confidence. Yes, there are people who realize the truth, who liberated from this sansaric journey. They know the sansaric journey, and they have confidence. There are people who liberated from this sansara. They have. This is the nature, the first step of the person who is living with right views. What is the second step? Having that background, spiritual development, then they're ready to realize Four Noble Truth. Four Noble truths. This is the right views. Therefore, the Buddha advising in this stanza, Michaditting na seveya, don't associate false views. False views completely away, you are taking away from path for your own liberation. Therefore, we are not supposed to keep any false views. This is very important. As you know, when you attain in enlightenment, the first level, first stage is Sotapanna. In sainthood level, first level is Sotapanna. Attain in Sotapanna, what kind of mentality you are developing there? Sakkayaditthi, Vichikicha, Silabbata, Paramasa. These are the defilements that you going to get rid when you attain Sotapanna. Sakkayaditthi. In here also have Sakkayaditthi. It is also kind of wrong views. What is that wrong views? Here is me. There are some people, living beings. That is one of wrong views that we have. Sakkayaditthi. This view that you can remove from your mind when you attain first level of sainthood, Sotapanna. Vichikicha, doubt. It is also part of our own views. Silabbata Paramasa, depending on rituals you believe for your liberation, depending on rituals, then that is also kind of wrong practice. Why? It's happening because of your own views. Now, attaining enlightenment, attaining the first level of enlightenment, you are able to eliminate all these defilements from your mind. Eliminate all these defilements from your mind. Then you can liberate from the samsara. So, Michaditting na seveya, we are not supposed to associate false views, which is very dangerous. Once the Buddha said, Michaditti, wrong, false views is the most dangerous, unwholesome thoughts that you have in your mind. Why? Just think about yourself if you have any wrong views. Is there any chance to do any wholesome activities? No. You don't have any chance to do any wholesome activities if you are in wrong views. If you don't believe your mother, your father, this world and next life, karma, the Buddha, teachings of the Buddha, what you can do with that kind of mentality, that kind of wrong views, what you have there? You don't have nothing. You are not able to realize the reality. You are away from reality. You are going away from reality. Why? Because of your own view. Therefore, we are not supposed to associate michaditti. Therefore, when Buddha explaining the karma, he was mentioning michaditti is very, very difficult and very deep, harmful demerits is there. If someone developing their michaditti, wrong false views, and also if someone teaching to others to develop their false views, that is also very dangerous. As you know, Venerable Devadatta was not able to attain enlightenment even though living with the Buddha in same temple, same place where Buddha was, because of his michaditti. And not only michaditti, he spread that message with among others. He divided group from the Buddha, and then he advised to them to practice, to follow him, to follow him. So Buddha was mentioning about that unwholesome, very dangerous, unwholesome demerits was very powerful. That's why, as a result of that, he was not able to even see the Buddha in his life at the last moment of his life. He was not able to see the Buddha. He wanted to see the Buddha, talk to Buddha, pardon from Buddha, but he was not able to go there to see the Buddha. This much dangerous, wrong views, false views. If you are living with false views, there is no way to gain any wholesome thoughts in your mind regarding your liberation. Therefore, we have to be very careful. Na siya lokavaddhano, na siya lokavaddhano. Do not value worldly things. Do not value worldly things. We are not supposed to extend our birth and death circle. What should we have keep in our mind to liberate this samsara, to finish, to end this birth and death circle? This is the thoughts, this is the energy that we kept all the time with us. We're not supposed to develop any of energy to extend this life circle, birth and death circle, sansaric circle. What is the purpose of this life? Not to extend birth and death circle, to end this birth and death circle. This is the purpose of our life. So we have to have these thoughts in our mind with us all the time. For what? To practice Dhamma, to develop our insight, to liberate from this samsara, to establish our happiness. So, dear friends, the Buddha gave this stanza because there was an incident. A young monk accompanied an old bhikkhu to house of Visakha for alms round. Taking alms from that house, keeping that young monk there, the elder monk went away. So, Visakha's granddaughter, uh, having some water container, looking at her own picture in water container, actually mirror of her, she was laughing. That young monk was thinking she was laughing to him. He also replied, smiling to her. So that young girl was asking, what is this? Why this bold person, bold man, laughing at me, smiling to me? Then that young monk, he said, not only me, even you, your father, your mother, your grandparents also are also bald. They don't have hair. He just replied. Somehow there was a arguments because of that words. Then Visakha came and apologized from that monk, and then she was explaining, Venerable Sir, don't get upset. She did not have any purpose to blame to you or teasing you, therefore don't get upset. But somehow at that moment, the Buddha also came to that place. So the monk was explaining this happened, this incident was here, and he was very upset. Then what Buddha said there? Buddha accept. You alone understand me. neither my teacher nor this grandmother. Buddha accepted that monk's feelings, and then that monk was telling to Buddha, "You alone understand me. Neither my teacher nor this grandma. My teacher also not able to understand, but you understand me." Buddha knew that young bhikkhu was in very good state to attain Sotapanna, having that secret thing in his mind, the Buddha used this opportunity to give a Dhamma sermon for him. Then Buddha said, to enjoy with sensual desire is ignorable. It is not right and proper to have ignorable thoughts. This was the sermon given by the Buddha. We have angry thoughts, we have unhappy thoughts. Why? Because Hinan Dhammang na seveya. Do not follow life of evil. We have evil because of our wicked mind. Pamadena na sangvase. If you are heedless, then you are not able to be mindful. Michadittim neseveya. Don't associate, don't live with false views. You are not able to see reality, things as they are, if you are living with Michadittim. Therefore, Buddha, using that opportunity, gave this Dhamma sermon for that monk's realization. After the sermon of the Buddha, he was able to attain Sotapanna, first level of sainthood. Therefore, these few words just in here, you can see four sentences. Hinan Dhamman Neseveya. Don't follow a life of evil. Pamadena na seveya na sangvase. Do, uh, do not live heedlessly. Do not live heedlessly. Michaditting na seveya. Do not have false views. These are the stanzas given by the Buddha. Nosya lokavardhana. In this way, don't value worldly things. Don't give value worldly things. Worldly things means what are they? Sensual pleasure is worldly things. Through our faculty, ear, nose, tongue, skin, and mind, all these faculties like to enjoy and engage with the objects, taste, sound, pictures, feeling, sensation. All these are the objects for these bases. If you are not mindful, then you like to engage with these objects and you like to spend your time for their happiness, pleasure. There is no any limits. Without maintaining any limits, you are ready to enjoy with those. Why? This is the nature of sensual pleasure. When you start to enjoy sensual pleasure, there's no stop. Only way you can stop being mindful. Therefore, the Buddha advised, do not value worldly things. You're not supposed to give any value for these worldly things. Why? You're going to waste your time and energy if you pay attention for these worldly things. These are the four advices given by the Buddha. Applying this advice, we can find our own liberation. We can liberate from this samsara. So, having that thoughts in our mind, creating that energy ourselves, developing our wholesomeness, let us practice this Dhamma for our own liberation. I think that would be enough for today. Let us use this opportunity to share merits with others. First of all, think about departed relatives, friends, family members, and pets who departed. Name of us by the power of these merits and metta thoughts. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful. May they be able to attain ultimate bliss of Nibbana. Having that aspiration, say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Whoever is affected COVID-19 and any other sicknesses by the power of these merits and metta thoughts, may they all be well, happy and peaceful. May they be able to get rid of their suffering, having that aspiration, say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. All your wishes come true by the power of these merits and metta thoughts. May we all be able to attain ultimate bliss of Nibbana. Having that aspiration, say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the police. May I join always with the wise until the time attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the higher realms of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you.